How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel. Welcome to the end of year harvest. Now we've done a couple of live streams, I've done some harvesting, I've done some bits and pieces, but now is the last one because it is the end of November. Now yes, I can keep harvesting grass throughout the rest of the year and that's okay. The downside is that I need to gut my field for a couple of reasons. Number one, I've got a little bit of extra space where I can actually plant it. I can actually extend this field all the way to this track before going into my other field. And there's a boundary that goes around the whole of the outside which I can make a little bit bigger to get a bit more yield out of my field, which is good. And now this is actually ready to grow. Now the other reason why I want to do this is because I get to plough it, I can like relime it if it's needed, that sort of thing. So that's the first thing I need to do. I need to get all my stuff. So I did make a bit of work during my live stream. We did a full harvest. It was like, yes, it's fine, we got a full harvest, but I basically destroyed my tractor. I say destroy it, I mean it had 170 horsepower, which was completely fine. The downside is that I was overusing it, which wasn't fine. 230 horsepower, you know what, that's got enough in it. I think we'll be okay with that. So we're going to lease this one off. That's that's 2,000. So we're leasing that tractor. It has got the front bit, has got the back bit, we're all good. Now I need to lease a mower. I'll grab one of these, it's fine. Lease that, yes. So we'll take this, we'll lease that, that's another grand and a bit. Borrow this as well, and that's only a couple £100, so that's fine. And so that's the whole process. I do need to borrow the transporter as well. So we'll borrow that as well. That's 12 grand. How is that 12,000? What the smack? That's not 12 grand. 2, 4, 5. That's like 7 grand max. I suppose with delivery as well. Well, we'll see. Anyways, off we go. We'll grab the tractor. I'll take this in the baler first. I mean, I'm not going to use both of them at the same time. It's just easier to take. So I'm going to mow the whole of my field, and that includes this verge as well, because this is my field. And this is why I want to extend my actual field, because I've got all this space here that I could probably get maybe another bale out of it. So that's the plan. Okay, just about ready with the last row, and then we're on to well, everything else. Going to be one of those times, I think it's like, I'm sort of glad I'm only having to do this once before, you know, I have to set up my land at one point and try and move forward. I think the best thing would be to like try and get a bigger field, but at the end of the day I'm going to try and make this one as big as I can, and then we can go from there, maybe. See how. And there we go, the last piece of the puzzle. I really like this tractor though. It's not very expensive, but it does the job. Definitely does the job. Dump that around the back of the farmer's market. Right, next thing's next. Baling. So I've got to bale the whole field. Thankfully I've done it all in like straight lines, so I haven't messed around too much. This shouldn't take too long, and then I can start like moving everything over. Now, yeah, my money has gone down, but I haven't actually sold my silage this yet, so we'll do that in a bit. I just want to get all this bits done first, and then I'm all good. Up this row again. Should be alright, technically. I'm hoping. Okay, as the sun's coming up, it's like, it's getting a bit bright. There's not enough grass on there to make me another bale, so I'm going to have to abandon the little bit that's left there. And that's fine, it's alright, I can live with that. Now, the plus side means that I'm done for baling, which means all I've got to do is now wrap it and then chuck it on a trailer, and then I need to sell my silage and then put the grass into storage so it turns into silage, so we're making our money. And then I need to plough my field, and the reason why I want to plough it is because I just want to reset the field. So I want to get it like limed, bring the pH level up to like neutral again. I want to basically fertilize it. And I've got like the winter months to do this, which is good. It means it gives me time, and I can actually like spend my time like doing this properly. So going into next season, everything's good for like ploughing and mowing and doing this, that and the other, and it means that I don't have to do it again, because all I have to do is just like field maintenance. If I can just get the field the size I want it, then we can get another couple of bales of hay out of it, and it gives me more profit, which is what we're all looking for when we're all playing this game. Now what I need to do is I need to get all this baled and then all onto trailer, which should be okay, should be fine. If you're enjoying this video or the other content I've done, hit the like, subscribe, notification button below for all other updates, because there is more of this to come. My series, the thing in the back of my head of where I want this to go is I want to basically end up on my own big farm. I want to have my land. I want to basically be able to do stuff. And that means like this future plan of like where I tend to go. Now it is a bit of a grind, but this is the plan. The plan overall is to own both these fields, which I do, and then I want my farm over here. So I've got a track going down the back of my farm. I actually want to own all this, and I want to turn this into one massive farm for, like, you know, grass or whatever I turn it into, and by then I should have all the tools I need. So the reason why I want this space is because number 97 is just an open lot, and there's trees on there I can cut down and make the land big enough. I can put my house on there, the barns, the storage, everything I need, and then I can sell off 55 and 56, leave those to somebody else, and just focus on my own bit of land and just have my own farm. And that's basically the plan. That's the whole plan and nothing but the plan, so help me Farmer Jeebus, basically. Okay, so first off I need to turn on automatic drop. I need to unfold the baler, and then we need to pick them all up. I think I've got 12. I wasn't even counting. I'm just baling, it's fine. So I think I've got 12. We'll figure it out. Might be 13. I think there's one up behind the hedge. That has got me 13 bales of hay. Well, grass. Sorry, silage. Future silage. So if I can get 13 out of what's around, then if I can grow that properly and actually get a bit more harvest out of it, I might be looking at like maybe 15 bales, which is an extra couple of grand, which is quite good, especially when you're like doing this like 3-4 times a year, and you're getting, you know, a good sort of 15-20 grand out of it every time. So you're earning between 60 and 70 grand a year from just cutting grass, which isn't a bad little earner. Now what I will do is I'll show you how much I will get out of the stuff that I've got left in my actual storage. I say in my storage. I downloaded a mod that let me stack like silage just outside, but it does act as a silo, which is quite cool. Now I could sit here and just use the mod and just throw bales of grass around, but I mainly use the mods for things that are going to take me a little while to do, you know, like picking up like hay bales and stuff. Well, no, mainly I use it for picking up like pallets, because, you know, yes, I should be using a forklift truck to move everything around, but you know what, at the end of the day I'm quite happy just using a mod to pick up pallets and stuff. It makes my life a little bit easier, and I can't be bothered to spend another 60 grand on a forklift truck just to go up and down the road when I can just use my truck, you know. I think it comes down to your morals of like you know, what mods you're willing to use before you sort of like start really taking the mick, or whatever you're going to do whilst playing the game. So for me, I use it as a ease of life. So if my life is a little bit easier because I'm using this mod to do this, it's how I've always seen mods. If they're like quality of life mods, I don't really have much of a problem with it. But if it's one of those mods that, you know, I've got £1 billion, what's the point of playing the game if you've got that much money? You know, the aim of the game is to get to that much money. Alright, one more bale. Cool. Right, that's all of that. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, so we've got 12 on there. That's good. Stick this back up here. Right, and for now, I will drop this here. I say drop it. I'm just going to leave it there a second. Right, now I need to load this lot up. So first off, we get my rice on the truck. And this is what I use the mod for, mainly. Just loading up my trailer. So I don't have to spend 60 grand on a forklift truck and move things around. I know, you know, oh, it's a mod, but it makes my life that little bit easier because it's me on my own. And I'm already struggling hard enough with, like, you know, starting with 100 grand and working my way from nothing, and, you know, oh, the hardships of being on my own. Right, okay, cool. So that's done. We'll get my honey. Now I've got 2 lots of eggs to pick up. I'm not sure if I can be cheeky about this. I'm going to see if I can stack this on top of that one and see if I can carry both. You never know. Could work. Sort of. I just don't want to scramble the eggs, because that'd be a cracking good time. Right, we'll strap that down. Right, get all this off for sale, and then I've got a trailer to move my silage. I double stack my trailers. Let's undo this one. That's that done. So that's 3 grand. That all gone. So that's another extra amount of money. We've got 65 grand in. We're not too shabby. Right, now is the bit where we have to play a little bit of Jenga. Now, I don't think I've stacked 13 before. I'm not sure how I would do this, but we'll get there. We'll get there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Worst comes to worst, I'll just carry one over. It's okay. Right. I did this before. Now, if I'm quick about this, okay. It's a bit ropey, literally, but we should be okay. All I need to do is make it to the sell point, and all this silage can go for sale. Because, you know, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. Maybe. We'll see how things go. Right. Yes. So if I do the trailer first, there we go. So that's all sold. We're back at 73,000. I've got 3 more to sell, 4 more to sell. We're getting there slowly. And then I've got to put the rest in for storage, and then that'll be silage as well. And then this will be the last major amount of profit I'm going to make for about 3-4 months, because what I need to do is I need to gut my field. I actually need to make it bigger. So doing that means, well, I'm going to lose profit for a little bit, but it'll be okay because I have a plan, and the plan is make the field bigger, make more money. That's as far as my plan's got me so far. We should be okay though. No, 76,351. That's not bad. Right, then I'm ready to get in water when I need it. I'm not sure how much is. Well, there's a whole thing in there. Right, next we need to chuck all this into storage. Okay, so this is the reason why I like this trailer. So that's the drop-off point, and then it gets ready to unload, and then you push Y, and it unloads straight into the house, and then from there you just go B again. So that's resetting. That's okay. Okay, that's the first load of things done. So silage is sold, grass is in the silo ready to like turn into silage. We've got 76 grand left. I need to get rid of the stuff that I'm not going to be using anymore, so that is this. So I need to lower my plow, I need to allow to create field, and then we need to do it. So it says limit to fields. I feel like I need a bigger plow. I need a big plow. So how wide is this? This is 3 meters wide. 8 meters? I mean, that's a good width. How much to lease that? 1,800. You're done. I'll take it. And the reason why is because I got to be honest, 3 meters, that's a bit of a bitch. If I can get like nearly 9 meters, that's like 3 times bigger than I was. Why is the vehicle lease 4 grand? It says minus 4 grand. It should only be like 2. Oh, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Alright, well that's my new field. It's a bit wonky in some parts, but I think I might be able to just colour it in a bit and just actually make it look like an actual field. Give me a second on this. So as you can see, I've sort of ploughed outside my actual area. I'm not sure what that's going to do. So I'm sort of hoping that the game basically resets that section, because if not, it's just going to look like fugly for like a long time. So that's my main field. This section here I can't touch. I had to draw a little path down the side. I'm hoping the game corrects it. That's pretty much it for there. So we're down to 61,959. So that little boost of income from the silage costs and everything else that I've got back is basically all in here right now. I need to get this field done, so we'll get there. Now I can't remember the actual spread, so I'm just going to go hell for leather for it and just hope. Now I do have to start inside the field because of obviously, yeah. So we need to just press B and go forward as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go up a little bit closer. There we go. So we're good there. That's fine. Okay, that's all limed and done. Okay, so day 2 in November. So we've limed the field. Now I need to cultivate the field. So because we were into a different day, I'm going to have to re-rent my tractor. Well, this has been like an absolute beast. If you ever get a chance, use this tractor. I've really enjoyed it, and in fairness, it does the job. So we'll rent this for another £2,000. That's fine. And I need a cultivator now, so that'll be fun. Let's see if we can get like a nice one that can just do a big field in a lot more area. Did I download any? I did download this one, which is this is by a company called Lizard. I don't know how big it is. It looks like it does 4.5 feet, 4.5 meters. That's not too bad. What about this one? This is 5 meters. It's not too bad. What size are you? You are 3 meters. You're too small. John Deere, you got a 4 meter one. These guys are 4 meters. These ones are 4 meters. This is 5 meters. Alright, okay, so we're getting somewhere now. 5.6, 6 meters squared for a cultivator. You know, as my field's a little bit bigger, that's not too bad. So we'll take that. 1,100. And I've been charged £7,000 for rent. And now we need to roll. First things first, cultivation. So this bit here is where I might have to move my fence if I want to move the trees out and move them off, because it's used for like turning around. All I have to do is just move things forward. It's not that bad. Just gotta get around to doing it, along with all the other stuff I have to do. Now the worst part is I've already ploughed this field. I've already de-rocked it once, and apparently cultivating, I'm gonna have to de-rock the field again, and I don't understand why. Because even on the list on like Reddit and places like that, like, well, what you do is you remove the rocks first, then you cultivate your land. I'm like, okay, cool. So I remove my rocks, and now I'm cultivating my land, and there are more rocks, and I'm not sure how I get more rocks when I've already removed all the rocks. I don't know. It is a mystery to me. What I might do is I might just go straight through into seeding. And then if it's seeded, worst comes to worst, some of it's not going to have like as rich of a growth. But then afterwards, the whole field will be like fertilized anyway. So I think that's where I'm going to head now. I have all I need is a seed. I think I'm going to need a weight as well, because this thing's heavy. So I'm going to lease this. I don't want to do wheelies again. Right, let's just get a ton on the front, shall we? Now, to give me my best shot at like trying to grow a better yield, obviously I'm not gonna fertilize some of the soil, but most of it is done. So all the stuff I've ploughed isn't fertilized, but the stuff that is fertilized will grow better. The stuff on the outside, I'm going to roll it, because if I roll it, then I know that I should be okay. Seed type, we're going to go with grass. Pretty sure that that's seeds that I can go from the last time I was here. So I should be able to use the rest of my pallet. It's not going to be a lot. It'll be a good start. The rest of them I have got in my shed. So if I run out, then so be it. I'll go and get the rest. Alright, I think that's the last piece that I've had to plough. Well, to seed at least. Looking good. Now I'm going to try and give it a fair whack. I'm going to try and roll the whole field. And then I think I'm done, and I'm just going to leave it to the elements and hope that something grows. Yeah, this whole bit right next to this road, I'm going to try and smarten up with the actual like terrain tool, but it's going to be like 1 square at a time. Maybe it might work. We'll go from there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unload this from here. Now I need a roll, and then basically done. This is taking way too long. So yeah, rolling is the last part, and sort of crossing your fingers you get an extra yield out of your field. I'm hoping, and the reason why I'm hoping is because I'm not fertilizing the new section, because it's not a lot to fertilize compared to the rest of the field, which is already fertilized. And now on the next round, when it gets dropped down to like 25% or like 10% or where, then I'll do the whole field. But right this second, like 90% of my field is fertilized. So if you look at my field down here, as you can see, it needs rolling, so that's where it is. But it's mainly, if I take off needs rolling, as you can see, most of my field is actually fertilized, apart from the bit that I've cut out around the edge. So I'm going to roll it. I'm going to see what happens, and we'll go from there. Right, this is going to be an expensive lease, but you know what? Let's get it done. That's massive. I'm not sure. I don't know if my little tractor is going to be able to pull this. Let's go! So this is a modded one. So this has got a massive width. This actually might be the same width as my field. This is huge. Excellent. My little tractor's like, let's do this. Because I have no idea how I'm going to get this on the field in the first place. Oh my god. Alright, okay, cool. So we're going ape on this. So let me just line this up. We'll use this field to line it up. Hey, I said I wanted to get this done quickly. Alright, I'm gonna have to go I'm gonna have to go even further out just to line up. Okay, now I'm lined up. I want to see the wingspan of this. This is gonna be ridiculous. Unfold. Jeebus. You know when you rent something and it's massive and you're like, okay, it'll be fine, and then you realise it's so big that it doesn't work conventionally. That's what this is. This is 27 meters of my field being rolled at the same time, and this is massive. It is definitely an impressive wingspan though. I'm going to be able to do this in 3 rolls, like my whole field. Just because there's not really a lot of my ground. It's like puny. That's awesome. I like this. Yeah, it was worth the money. Definitely, it took the time out of it, which was good. And there we go. That's my whole field done. All I can hope now is that it's done and I don't have to worry about it. It's cost me enough, let's put it that way. A lot. It's cost me a lot over 2 days, and I'm not going to repeat this. it's a lot of money. But I would say that the next time I want to do something stupid like this, which is to completely redo an entire field, is number one, give myself a little bit more time, and number 2, definitely plan it first. I feel like I did an extra step too much. So I don't think I could. I think, yeah, doing the ploughing was okay, but I could have done something else after that instead of what I did do, which is just the joys of life. Get rid of the weight and then we're good. So that's done, and that whole field is now ploughed and ready to go. I'm going to do the little details a bit, you know, actually like mark the field out, put a little bit of grass verge down here next to the road. So I will lose a little bit off of this, but apart from that, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'm done, and so is this. So I'll move this over there because I need this. These are my seeds if I really want to do this again, which I don't want to do this again. I don't want to touch this again. I want to do this. I want to keep farming this field until I've got so much money that I can buy whatever I need to. Basically, that's the plan now. And there we go. How's my chickens doing? Chickens are 426. They've got enough for another day. That's completely fine. And I'll have to fill the water up another day. So, and thank you very much for coming by. It's been most appreciated. Hope if I've missed anything, or you want to see something, or you want me to explain something, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until then, I'm going to say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Have a great rest of your weekend or week or whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you all later. Oh, boom! Fist bump to you.